Good morning, everybody. This is Tom Aiken. Welcome to BoomShare, episode number 13. BoomShare is brought to you by Boom Life, and we are an organization that tries to help people find values-driven success. And BoomShare is our way of sharing stories about people who are doing great things. And so this morning, we're going to talk with Ashley Ray. Ashley is the owner of Brand Logic. She's a dynamic combination of brand visionary, marketing strategist, entrepreneur, and professional business consultant who has an ability to cultivate a brand's potential and position her clients as experts in their industry. That, along with her true desire to inspire and empower other females, has led to tremendous success for both her and her clients. Ashley, good morning. So excited to have you here, and welcome.
Good morning. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. So why don't you tell us about what you're doing and introduce everybody to Brand Logic?
Yeah, absolutely. So my company is called Brand Logic, Her Voice, Her Brand. And basically we are a consulting firm that helps women in business. Our primary focus is to really help women succeed in every avenue of life. So we focus on a couple different things. Number one, we focus on, the self-sustaining entrepreneur and the independent business woman. So a woman that comes to us and has her own business, whether she's just starting from the ground up with an idea or whether she's been in business for 5, 10, 20 years and just needs help with certain pieces of it. Our primary focus with those women is to really help them succeed in their business endeavors. In addition to that, we also have a personal branding program. A couple of years back, I knew I really loved working with women in business. I really loved helping women start their own business endeavors, but I wanted to be able to reach women across the board. It didn't matter if they were entrepreneurs, it didn't matter their business background, their hobbies, their lifestyle. I just wanted to be able to reach women everywhere. And so we came up with a personal branding program. And what that does is it really helps women, think about the idea of a personal brand. How to cultivate that brand, and then how to leverage that brand in their lives to help them succeed professionally and personally. So we have got a couple different avenues that we're going down, but our overall theme is just really helping women reach that full potential that they have. I think there's a lot of women out there that have a lot of potential. They have the ability to do great things with their lives. They just need a little bit of guidance and support and encouragement. And that is why we're here. We're here to help them recognize that potential and to help them live up to it.
Well, that's pretty awesome, Ashley. So can you tell me a little bit about the values that kind of drove you to start doing this and changing over from, say, just marketing and web design to what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit of a backstory about Brand Logic. My company started off about 10 years ago as a marketing and web design firm for small businesses. I've always loved small businesses. I've always loved startups. But a couple of years ago, just because of some things that I had been through in my life, I really refocused my mission, my vision, not only in my own personal life, but in the life of my business. And that's where it came down to women. Obviously, it's been, it wasn't just one thing that happened during my life that really made me want to redirect towards women, but it was a combination of things. It was, other women in my life that have had a powerful impact on my success. It's been, my morals and my values growing up. It's been business experiences that I had along the way that all really led to this desire to be able to use the experiences that I had gone through in not only my personal life, but in my business life, and to use all of those experiences to now help other women succeed in their own lives.
Okay, so could you take now that you kind of built the backstory, can you take a minute to talk about the values that got you to start this? Like, what are you trying to build this around?
Yeah, the biggest thing is, women, again, we have so much potential. One thing that we really find with women is that confidence. A lot of women lack the confidence for some reason, and they just need that little bit of, again, that reassurance that what they're doing is a good idea and that they can in fact do it. And so we really are here to really build that confidence by inspiring them and empowering them by leading by example. That is one thing that I truly believe in, is to lead by example. And that is why I am here, is to lead by example for these women and to help them build that confidence within themselves to be able to go after the things that they want to in life. I firmly believe that we are all capable of accomplishing anything that we want to in life. And sometimes it just takes somebody like myself to stand behind you and say, you know what, you can do this. And I am going to be here first and foremost to help you. I support you 100%. That kind of leads me into the second thing. One thing that I have been exposed to, not only in my personal life, but in my business life, is that sometimes women, and I mean this with all due respect to all women out there, but sometimes women, we can be our own worst enemies. And instead of getting behind one another and supporting one another and inspiring and encouraging one another to be successful, we tend to be, catty. And we tend to get insecure, and we feel that another woman's success means that we're less successful. And that's not what this is about at all. I mean, I truly am here to say, you know what? I want to help every single woman out there succeed. And what she goes on to do, that's her. That has nothing to do with me. As long as I am doing what I was put here on this earth to do, as long as I truly am empowering and inspiring women to be all that they can be, that is my journey. It doesn't matter what any woman out there is doing. As long as I'm being true to myself, that's all that matters. And I really want to be able to lead by example for other women, to say, let's get behind one another. Let's support and encourage one another instead of doing this, this constant competing and butting of heads with one another. Friendly competition is always fun. That's nice. I think it helps us all be a little bit better. But, just that true feeling of wanting other women not to succeed so that you can succeed. I've seen it so much in my life, and I just really want to try to, again, lead by example. You'll hear me say that time and time again, and I just want to show women it's okay to get behind one another and to help one another be successful. And so that really truly is what my mission is.
How long ago did you start with the Her Voice, Her Brand approach?
That was in 2012. We officially launched it. So 2008, just to kind of give you an idea, I was out in California at that time. I came back to North Dakota to be around family. During that summer, my brother was over in Iraq. He was injured, spent 9 months out in Walter Reed recovering. I was also within a month diagnosed of cancer. And so at that time, it was just a time where I just really needed to, take a break. I just really needed to focus on my family and the things that were important. And when you go through something like that, number one, being diagnosed with cancer, number two, almost losing a sibling to war, it really puts life in perspective. And so that was, again, where I just kind of said, you know what, I need a break. I love what I do, but I just really need a break. And so I merged my company with a tech partner down in Minneapolis. They maintain my clients for me. And then 2011 was, I started a nonprofit during that time for cancer survivors. But then 2011 was when I said, okay, you know what, I'm ready to dive back into my business again, but I really kind of, need to refocus what we're doing. And that is where I took the step back and I said, okay, what is it that is truly important to me? Again, I love working with my clients. I love working in marketing and I love doing all of that, but I just felt like there was a piece that was missing. I felt like there was a bigger meaning and a bigger purpose to my life. And that's where I did a little bit of soul searching and a little bit of self-reflection and looked at all of the things that I had been through in my life. And really, it came down to women. I just have a passion for, again, wanting to help women succeed. And so that's where my company took that redirect from being just a marketing and consulting, web design firm for small businesses to more of a consulting firm for women in business. With that being said, we do still have male clients. Some of my biggest clients are male clients, but our niche, what we tend to focus on, is women, just because I feel like I relate really well to women. So that's kind of where our focus is right now.
So I imagine it took a little bit of courage to kind of rebrand that way. And so how have things been going? What's been the response, I guess, from both sides of the gender fence?
Yeah, it was amazing. I was really nervous at first, when I said, okay, I'm just going to focus strictly on women. I figured there was going to be a little bit of a rebuttal from my male clients, and honestly, there wasn't any at all. It's one of these things that I preach to people time and time again, is that you have to put you into your business. And until you truly put you, because that's what sets you apart from everybody else out there, is you. It's what sets your business apart from every business out there, is you. And until you can put you into your business truly isn't going to take off and succeed. And I've seen it time and time again. And when I really put myself, my own personal morals and my values and my passions and my purpose for life, when I put that into my business night and day took off. It's been amazing. Knock on wood. I feel like I've been very fortunate, but somebody once reminded me, Ashley, this isn't luck. This is, 10 plus years of you pounding the pavement and, working really hard. And it's just all coming together because you finally put meaning behind your business. And, there's that heart and that passion behind it. And I truly 100% believe that is what made a huge difference.
You talked a bit about confidence a few minutes ago, and I always like to say that, kind of living the life of your dreams or finding the business success that you really envision comes from a perfect blend, however you find it, but it comes from a perfect blend of confidence and conviction. I'm curious what you think about that.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think, I was just visiting with a gal yesterday, actually, who she's kind of stuck, in that rut right now of what is it that I'm meant to do? I mean, she's good at a lot of things, but the best advice I was ever given is that just because you're good at something doesn't mean that you should be doing it. And when somebody said that to me, I was like, wow. I mean, it was kind of like this light bulb went off of, yeah, you're right. Just because you're good at one thing doesn't mean that that's what you should be doing. And, so we were kind of visiting, trying to help her really figure out what it is she should be doing right now and the experiences she's been through and how she can truly use those. And I believe that's where our value comes from in our life. I believe that everything that we go through happens for a reason. And I believe it's up to us to use those experiences, not only to better our own lives, but to better the lives of those around us. And if we go through experiences and don't learn something from them and then don't use them to better our lives, what's the point of going through them? And so I believe every single thing that we go through in life, we can take and we can use it. We were talking about a position that she was applying for, that she has passion for, and she said, Ashley, I don't have the skills. Like I am so underqualified, and I'm sure there's going to be more people that are, more qualified than me. And I looked at her and I said, you know what? Skills are taught, passion is not. And when I said that to her, it was just this aha moment. And she's like, yeah, you are so right. And I mean, she has passion. And as long as you have that, to me, that's the most important thing, because, you can have all the skills you want. I mean, we all sell the same products and the same services. But what sets us apart, what really puts meaning behind those products and those services, what allows us to truly have an impact in people's lives and to make a difference, is us. And it's the passion that we have. And as long as you have that, you're going to be able, people are going to be able to see. People are going to be able to see that you are genuine, that you're not just out there trying to make another buck, that you truly want to make a difference in people's lives. And so don't worry about the skill. The skill will come. Again, that's teachable. But that passion is what you truly have to have, not only for your own life, but for what you're trying to accomplish.
Yes, skills mean you can, but they don't necessarily mean you will. That's, like you said, that's where the passion and the value, seeing the value in what you really want to do, that's where that really kicks things into gear.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your biggest challenge so far.
Yeah, definitely. Right now I'd say our biggest challenge is, we don't have a tangible product per se. We don't have a product that we're actually out there selling. It's more of that mentoring and that coaching. And sometimes in the smaller communities, trying to help people understand that value that's there. So many people will come to us and they'll have this misconception that mentoring or coaching is, they're going to come and they're going to meet with us one time, and we're just going to give them this definite answer of this is what you should do and this is how you should do it. And that's not what it is. I mean, mentoring is really trying to help you, cultivate that and to really understand it and to embrace it and then figuring out how to live it. It's not us just giving you this one answer. And again, sometimes because it's not a tangible product, sometimes people have a tough time putting a value on that and wanting to pay for it. They all think, well, let's just meet for a cup of coffee and you can just sit down for coffee and give them free advice for an hour. And I am more than happy to do that. Believe me, like I said, as long as I'm able to have an impact in somebody's life, that is fine. But at the same time, for Brand Logic to be able to grow and to have more of an impact and to be able to bring on other consultants that have the same passions that I do in life, we do have to charge for our services. And so that probably has been, our biggest struggle is just in some of our communities trying to help people understand that value that's there. And yes, you might not be getting a tangible product that you can go home and use, and we might not be giving you all the answers that you're looking for, but that's not our job. Our job is to really help you develop those things and to really teach you how to live your life to its fullest potential. We're not here to tell you what that potential is. We're just here to help you discover it and then reach it.
I can certainly relate to that challenge on my part and with what I do with Boom Life, both for personal situations and professional situations.
Yeah.
So is there anything coming up, anything new that you're working on that you want to tell folks about?
Yeah, we do have our 3-month branding program, personal branding program that we have coming up. And that by far, again, I'm so excited about. Earlier in the interview, I had kind of talked about, we've got the consulting side of Brand Logic where we help women through, the business side of it. So we've got our different consult plans. We have the business consult plan. We've got the branding, the marketing, and then the 1-year mentorship program. And so that's kind of, over here in the business world. And I love it. I want to continue to be able to do that every day. But where I really see Brand Logic making a huge impact is with the idea of the personal brand. And really helping women understand that a personal brand exists, whether we consciously want to accept it or not. We all are a walking, living, breathing personal brand right now. There is a perception out there of ourselves that we have created, and helping people understand what a personal brand is, how you can cultivate and embrace that personal brand, and then again, leverage that brand to succeed in life, professionally and personally, and helping people really understand that a personal brand will, no doubt about it, it will either help you succeed in life or it will hold you back in life. And so what we did with this program was we knew, we live in this society of instant gratification. We all want results right now, and I'm the exact same way, so I can't blame anybody for that. So we knew, getting somebody to sign on for a 1-year program like our mentorship program, we knew that wasn't going to happen. But yet we still wanted there to be that mentorship relationship with them. And so we said in order to do that, we have to be a minimum of 3 months. So we created, this 3-month program where we feel we can still create that mentorship relationship, but yet it's a quick enough program where people can come in, they can really start again discovering and cultivating and embracing that brand, and then teaching them again how to go out now and live that brand. It's one thing to create it, but if you're not going to go out and implement it and live it to your fullest ability, it's no use. So that program, we're working on a few different levels. We're working on definitely just the one-on-one where it's very customized. We really dig deep into, you personally, your life. We have a classroom environment. So it's going to be in-person classroom and then webinars such as this where people can log on. And then we're going to do just like a skim the surface presentation level where we're going to go out around the country and, give motivational speeches about this whole concept. But my biggest thing with those is, motivation only goes so far. We can all listen to metaphors all day long, but I want to be able to give people something that they can walk away from that presentation with and really start implementing immediately in their lives. So again, we've got the 3 different levels. That is definitely something that we are working hard on right now to finish up and put the last finishing touches on. But that is by far where my heart is right now. Not only women my own age that don't understand sometimes that concept of a personal brand, But this whole idea came about, like I said, about a year ago, when I really wanted to reach women at a younger age, that high school and that college age, and really helping them understand at an earlier age, again, a brand and all the potential that is out there and all the possibilities and all the opportunities that are out there for them at a younger age. And so there's two kind of different versions of the program, one for women a little bit older, my age, and then the ones that are a little bit younger. So by far, 100%, that is the most exciting thing going on at Brand Logic right now, and we are really excited to get it out there to the public and to make this hopefully a national program.
So as you were just talking about, younger women, it reminded me of my 13-year-old daughter who I took out on her first date this Saturday, and throughout the night, I tried to instill in her an understanding of what she should accept as, from a boy. And as you were saying, it just made me realize what she would be doing is branding herself as a person of virtue, as a person of values, who's willing to think about what she really wants instead of, say, succumbing to peer pressure. And so she can grow to be the woman that she really wants to be. So I'll have to make sure she checks out your stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be great. And, somebody asked me the other day, about this whole personal branding thing, and they were digging a little bit into it. And I just want to reiterate, like I explained to them, that this isn't like a surface brand. This isn't us telling you, oh, these are the kind of clothes you should wear, and this is how you should act. And that's not what it is. It's not this very surface thing. It's really deep inside. It's really going into those values and those morals that you have, and really digging into that true purpose and that passion that you have. The reason for which you exist. Why are you here? And really trying to understand that and embrace it, and then creating a brand off of that. So instead of, again, we all think of branding, corporate wise, with companies' logos and their slogans, right? And yes, branding on a personal level, there is something about that too. It's the way you dress, it's the appearance that you have, but really digging deeper to the core of what that brand is and what it represents is what we're trying to get to.
All right. So how can people connect with you, Ashley?
Yeah, absolutely. They can definitely visit our website, which is hervoiceherbrand.com, and all of the information is on there. We are making, like I said, a few tweaks to the program right now. So we will be launching all of that within the next couple of weeks once we have all the final adjustments made. So they can definitely go, like I said, hervoiceherbrand.com, and check out the website right now. They can look at the consulting services that we have for the business side of it, and then there will be information for the personal branding side of it. And then just check back in the next couple of weeks for updates to be made to that.
Sounds great. Well, before we close, is there anything else you wanted to leave us with before, Ashley?
No, first of all, I just want to thank you for the opportunity, Tom, to do this. I think anytime that we are given the opportunity to share our purpose and our passion and our mission in life with others, if I'm able to inspire one person, I've done my job. And, for many years, and I'm talking from experience, everything that I've put, just to reiterate, everything I've done with my business is from personal experience. I'm not sitting here preaching something to somebody that I haven't personally gone through or experienced in my life. So when I say this, I say it from personal experience, that I feel so many of us aren't really connecting in life. So many of us are just kind of going through the motions of life, and we get up and we go to work and we make money to pay bills and we do it all over again. And I really want that to change. I really want people to start digging into their purpose. I believe we each have a purpose here in this world, and it is up to each one of us to figure out what that purpose is and then to live it. And we all have potential. I think so many of us aren't living up to that potential. And that's why I'm here. I'm really here to help inspire and empower people to want to live up to that full potential and really start engaging and experiencing life on a different level.
Well, that's why we do BoomShare. Is I want to find people like you who I believe are doing wonderful things, and help spread the word. And so That's a problem we all have. There's a lot of noise out there on the internet that kind of influences us at the surface level, and we're trying to get people who really want to dig deeper. And in order to do that, we have to help each other. And this is my very small way of trying to accomplish that.
Well,
So,
I thank you for that.
well, certainly you're welcome. And I would also point out that I'm always looking for other folks, other stories to share. So you and folks who might be watching and listening out there, if there's somebody you'd like to refer, then certainly get in touch with me at tom@goboomlife.com. That's my email address.
Perfect.
All right, Ashley. Well, thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up. Have a great day. And thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you. Have a great day.